As a beginner sewer, determining seam allowance is essential for creating well-fitting garments and ensuring your sewing projects turn out as expected. If you're drafting your own pattern or don't have any specific instructions, use the following general guideline. First, consider the type of fabric that you're using. Fabrics that fray, I'd suggest using larger seam allowances to account for the edges that will start to unravel. And stretchy fabrics, I'd use smaller seam allowances. Make sure you also think about the finishes as well. If you plan on using a seam finishing technique like French seams or flat felled seams or even serging, you might need to adjust the seam allowance to accommodate these techniques. If you don't feel confident about eyeballing a seam allowance, just make sure that you use a ruler, tailor's chalk to mark the seam allowance before sewing, and that your marks are precise, especially on the curves. Some standard measurements are 5/8 of an inch, 1.5 centimeters, half an inch, 1.25 centimeters, and 1/4 of an inch, 6 millimeters. When sewing, use the guides on the machines to maintain consistency. Don't forget to practice and follow for more tips.